I'm Professor Y. I'm being super sun smart today. I'm in Tasmania, Hobart, in the most beautiful, glorious weather. Maybe the best weather I've ever experienced in Australia. The temperament is beautiful. We've been out running about all day, but right now I'm standing in front of Australia's oldest established pub, which brings up some good questions for me. So some questions I have are around alcohol and around drugs. Tasmania is famous for so many things, including their fresh fish, their oysters, they got beautiful wood, lots of other products on offer. But for instance, something like Cadbury is built out of Australia, comes out of Tasmania, and there's things like alcohol that gets served in establishments like this. You can, if you're old enough, if you're 18 or over, you can purchase it. There's other things like cigarettes. If you're 18, you're old enough to make a decision whether or not to purchase that. But when it comes to things like maybe something Cadbury produces, like chocolate, or other products like caffeine, these two last things aren't as regulated as maybe cigarettes or alcohol. And my question is, why? Why isn't it? They're just as addictive, and they have effects on the brain and on the body that really can be damaging. It can hurt you on an emotional level, it can hurt you on a social level, it can hurt you on a financial level. I know there's a lot of people out there who are addicted to chocolate. It may sound crazy, but it's the truth. If you're somebody who suffers with a chocolate addiction, let me know. The reason why I say that is there are rehabilitation services for things like alcohol consumption. There's rehab for smokers. But what about caffeine, and what about chocolate? These things are readily available, and to be honest, when I ask or interview most people about whether or not they give caffeine to their children, then the number one response is no. The number two response is I give them decaf. But we don't feel so bad about giving them chocolate, even though we see our kids like spike with energy and then crash later on, and then cry and get upset, and their behavior changes because they want more. I'm really interested in this, Australia. Why don't we have a system, a government, a community, a facility that allows people to rehabilitate from those things that are readily available, like chocolate and coffee? So, in front of Australia's pub on the most beautiful day I've ever seen in Australia, I'm asking why.